Hello people of YouTube. Today we're covering the entire installation for the 56-inch Avonbrook ceiling fan by Home Decorators Collection. This is a great fan. It's got a powerful DC motor. It's got 9 speeds, dimmable light, comes with a vintage style LED bulb. It's got reversible blades. It's dual mount, so you can hang it on a flat ceiling or a higher angled ceiling. If you found this video, you might be stuck in your own installation, you're looking for some help. We're here to do just that. We're going to take you step by step through the entire process. If you want to fast forward, just use the links below, and that way you won't have to watch the whole video. Or you can watch the whole video, that's fine with us. But whatever the case, if you find this video helpful at the end, please click like and subscribe, and that'll help other people find it as well. Just going to go over a couple notes real quick. Make sure your electricity is turned off before beginning. If you don't feel comfortable working around electricity, please hire a licensed electrician. This is an easy project, and we're going to walk you through step by step, but the first main important thing is make sure the electricity is turned off before beginning. Also, you're going to want to make sure that the outlet box is clearly marked acceptable for fan support. If you got a little flimsy outlet box or it's plastic, you're going to need to change that out before beginning. Just make sure it's a metal box and it's marked acceptable for fan support. Let's go over some parts. First up, mounting bracket. The mounting bracket comes pre-installed inside the canopy with the decorative ring on the bottom. We'll show you in the first step how to get rid of that, and not to get rid of it, but how to remove it to get started. You're going to have 5 reversible blades. This is the light kit. This is the glass bowl. I have a decorative motor collar cover. Ball and downrod. This is the motor. LED bulb that they include. The remote. The reverse function on this fan is controlled by the remote, so you don't have to climb up on a ladder to reverse it. They include the batteries too. Then there's a hardware pack with the blade attachment screws and some plastic wire nuts. Alright, so this is an easy project. Just some tools you're going to need. It's a flathead screwdriver, Phillips head screwdriver. We like to have a long one and a short one. Some wire cutters and strippers. Some electrical tape. We like to use a line voltage tester to make sure the wires aren't live before beginning. And of course a ladder. So we got everything here. We're ready to begin. Let's do this. The mounting bracket comes pre-installed inside the canopy with the decorative ring attached. To remove the mounting bracket, first pull off the decorative ring. It's magnetic, so it just pulls off. You'll notice an alignment post at the base of the canopy. You'll need to loosen but not remove the 2 screws in the base of the canopy, enough so that that alignment post can exit that hole. Once those 2 screws are loosened, you'll simply lift and twist the mounting bracket to remove it from the canopy. This fan features a slide-on mounting bracket for easy installation. The bracket has 2 keyhole slots that will align with the 2 screws in the outlet box. Simply align the slots of the mounting bracket with the screws in the outlet box and then slide to hold in place before tightening. This is just a demonstration. To install the mounting bracket, begin by using a Phillips head screwdriver to loosen but not remove the 2 screws in the outlet box. Next, feed the house supply lines through the mounting bracket and align the slots of the mounting bracket with the screws that were loosened in the outlet box. Then slide the mounting bracket into place. Then, use a Phillips head screwdriver to completely tighten both of the outlet box screws and secure the mounting bracket. Make sure that both screws are completely tightened. Before routing the wires and attaching the downrod, you'll first need to loosen but not remove the set screw on top of the motor collar. Use a flathead screwdriver to loosen but not remove this screw. This fan also features a safety tab on the motor collar that will lock the downrod in place should it ever loosen over time. Next, remove the rubber band holding the wires together and gently stretch the wires out. Once the wires are stretched out, it's a good idea to twist the ends together to make it easier to route the wires through the downrod assembly. Then, place the canopy on the downrod so that the downrod exits the smallest hole of the canopy. Next, place the decorative ring on the downrod. Make sure the black side with the notches is facing towards the canopy. The last piece is the decorative motor collar cover. Slide that onto the downrod, making sure that the largest opening is facing towards the end of the downrod. Then gently feed the wires through the bottom of the downrod so that they exit through the ball portion. Gently pull the wires through until the downrod meets the motor collar at the top of the motor. Attach the downrod to the fan by screwing it into the motor collar. Once the downrod is screwed in, use a flathead screwdriver to completely tighten the set screw on the top of the motor collar. Once the set screw is tightened, slide the decorative motor collar cover down the downrod until it meets the top of the fan. If installing the fan with the included downrod, it's a good idea to trim and strip the wires before installing. To do so, measure about a foot from the top of the ball and downrod assembly and use a pair of wire cutters to cut the wire. Then strip off about 3/4 of an inch of insulation from each wire. Once the wires are stripped, twist each end of the wires to make sure that there are no loose strands. Now the fan is ready to be hung. Before hanging the fan, it's important to note the slot of the ball and downrod assembly that will align with the tab and the mounting bracket. When hanging the fan, you'll insert the ball into the mounting bracket and then rotate the entire fan assembly until you feel the slot engage the tab in the mounting bracket. The fan will drop slightly when properly seated. To hang the fan, lift the fan assembly towards the ceiling. Note the location of the slot in the ball and the tab in the mounting bracket. Insert the ball into the mounting bracket and then rotate the entire assembly until you feel that slot engage the tab. The fan will drop slightly when properly seated. Begin wiring the fan by taking the green wire from the mounting bracket and the green wire from the fan and twisting those two wires together. Next, connect those two green wires to the bare copper wire from the house supply lines. These are the ground wires. Secure the connection using an included plastic wire nut and a piece of electrical tape. Next, connect the white wire from the fan with the white wire from the house supply lines. Twist those two wires together and secure the connection using an included plastic wire nut and a piece of electrical tape. Finally, take the black wire from the fan and connect that with the black wire from the house supply. This is the power wire. Finish the connection using an included plastic wire nut and a piece of electrical tape. Once all the wiring connections have been made, gently tuck the wires around the mounting bracket to make room for the canopy to attach. The canopy attaches to the mounting bracket using two keyhole slots on either side of the canopy that will align with the two screws at the base of the mounting bracket. Align those holes with the screws in the mounting bracket and push the canopy up so the screws come through the keyhole slots, and then twist to hold the canopy in place. Use a Phillips head screwdriver to tighten those screws and secure the canopy. You can tilt the fan to make extra room for the screwdriver to access the screws. Make sure both screws are completely tight. The decorative ring is magnetic. You just need to align the slots of the decorative ring with the two screws at the base of the canopy, and then slide the decorative ring up and it will attach itself to the bottom of the canopy. The fan blades attach to the fan using 3 screw holes in the end of the fan blade that align with the 3 screw holes in the flywheel of the motor. To attach the blade, you'll insert it through the slot in the side of the motor housing and secure it using the 3 blade attachment screws. Before installing the blades, choose which finish you'd like to see and make sure the opposite finish is facing towards the ceiling. Then insert the blade through the slot in the side of the motor housing and align the screw holes with the screw holes on the flywheel. Secure the blades using 3 blade attachment screws located in the hardware pack. Repeat this process for the 4 remaining blades. Once all of the blades are installed, double check to make sure that all the blade attachment screws are completely tightened using a Phillips head screwdriver. The light kit attaches to the fan using 2 keyhole slots and 1 standard screw hole. To attach the light kit, you'll need to loosen 2 screws and remove and save one of the screws in the black bracket of the fan motor. Use a Phillips head screwdriver to remove and save 1 screw, and then just loosen the 2 other screws. Connect the light kit to the fan by inserting the black wire plug from the light kit into the blue wire plug from the fan, and the white wire plug from the light kit into the white wire plug from the fan. The two plugs will snap together when properly inserted. Then tuck the wires in and lift the light kit towards the fan. Align the two keyhole slots of the light kit with the two screws that were loosened in the black bracket. Push up and twist to engage those two keyhole slots. Using the Phillips head screwdriver, insert the screw that was removed and saved into the standard screw hole of the light kit and completely tighten that screw. Then completely tighten the two remaining screws. Make sure all three screws are completely tightened. To attach the glass bowl, you'll first need to remove and save the socket cover by unscrewing it from the socket. Then place the bowl over the socket so that it fits into the light kit fitter. Then secure the glass bowl by replacing the socket cover by screwing it onto the socket. Only hand tighten this part, do not over tighten it. Install the included LED bulb by screwing it into the socket. Before using the remote, you'll have to install the batteries. Simply slide the battery compartment cover off and insert the batteries into the remote control according to the diagrams inside the battery compartment. Once the batteries are installed, replace the battery compartment cover. The remote controls the fan's speeds, light, and dimming features, as well as the reverse control and other options. Press the power button to turn the fan and light on or off at the same time. Press the plus button to increase the fan speed. Press the minus button to decrease the fan speed. The LED indicator will increase or decrease depending on the fan speed selected. The fan timer button will turn the fan and light off at a given time. Press once for a 2-hour shutoff, twice for a 4-hour shutoff, or 3 times for an 8-hour shutoff. The comfort breeze setting will randomly vary the fan speeds to create an organic wind effect. Press once to vary the speeds between 1 and 3. Press twice to vary the speeds between 1 and 6. Press 3 times to vary the speeds between 1 and 9. Press a 4th time to disable the feature. The fan features a reversible motor. Press the red arrows for the air direction to be upward during the cooler months. This will pull warm air from the ceiling and blow it down into the room. Press the blue button for a downward airflow during the warmer months. This is the standard airflow direction for ceiling fans. It's important that the fan is on and moving before pressing these buttons. Once the buttons are pressed, the fan will slow to a stop and then reverse direction. The airflow direction buttons will not work unless the fan is on and moving. Press the light button to turn the light on or off. Press and hold the down arrow to dim the light. Release the button once the desired brightness is achieved. Press and hold the up arrow to increase the light's brightness. Release once the desired level is achieved. The dim control switch is located in the back of the remote control inside the battery compartment. If using non-dimmable bulbs, set the switch to on. This will disable the dimming feature. If using dimmable bulbs, keep the switch set to dim. This remote is already paired with the fan at the factory, but if installing 2 of the same fans, you'll need to set the dip switch so that each remote controls each individual fan. To change the dip switch setting, make sure that power is off to the fan at the wall switch and the breaker box. Then, return power to the fan at the wall switch and breaker box, and then set the switch to the opposite position. Then within 30 seconds, press the Learn button. This will pair the remote with the individual fan. You can confirm that the pairing process has been successful by pressing any of the fan speed controls. When turning the fan on, you may notice a brief stutter or the fan moving back and forward. This is completely normal for a DC motor ceiling fan, as it is the magnetic poles in the fan aligning and starting the motor. That's it. Congratulations. Your ceiling fan installation is now complete. Time to sit back, relax with a nice tall beverage, and enjoy your new ceiling fan. As always, thanks for watching, and if you found this video helpful, please click like and subscribe down below, and that'll help other people find it as well. And as we always say around here, keep it breezy.